Hi everyone. This past week in the warehouse, we continued our sermon series called Rediscovering Christmas, where we focused on love. And we read from the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verses 18 through 25, and looked at the story of Joseph. And one of the things we realized by looking at this story was that love is something that's willing to go through tough places. We see in both Mary and Joseph's life that they were being called to go through a very difficult time. Not only were they being called to raise the Son of God, but they were calling to do it before they got married. And so it was going to be very scandalous. People were going to talk about it. It was going to be a big deal. But they decided to go through that tough place because of their love for God and because they wanted to do what God called them to do out of love. And then we also noticed in that story that love is something that comes near to us even when we don't deserve it. We see this in the person of Jesus, who came into the world, a world that was full of sin, a world that was full of people who made mistakes, and a world that would ultimately reject him. But God came to be with us because love comes to us even when we don't deserve it. And then finally, we notice that love is something that if we're going to love people as God calls us to love people, we have to love without boundaries. And this means that people who have hurt us in the past, people that we don't like spending time with, people that we find difficult to love are the people that we're called to love in our lives. And then we wrapped up by talking about a challenge that we had for everyone. And that's to go find someone in the next few days before Christmas ends and to do something to show them that you love them. This could be buying them a meal, buying them coffee. It could be just saying a nice word to them or spending time with someone that you haven't in a long time that could really use it this Christmas season. Because I believe that if we as a community go out to love all of those people who God loves, that we'll see the world around us transformed as their lives are transformed by God's love.